Beautiful people, my name is Bea and welcome to I Am Bea's channel. If you guys are new, welcome to everyone. I hope you guys are doing good just like I am doing good. In today's video, I want to talk about healing. A lot of people think that when they heal, it's a very peaceful process, when in reality it's not. I mean, if you're like me who sits in it and feel that emotion and really deal with it and just process it. The beginning of last year, just got tired of where I was at. I didn't like where I was at. I was living with a roommate. I knew I wasn't alone, but at that time in my mind, because I wasn't all there, I felt alone. I felt lonely. It wasn't good. I didn't like where I was at, but I knew I had to be alone. I remember I was getting ready for work and I told myself, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the things that I'm doing. I'm tired of the people I'm surrounded with. I'm tired of only being the one going above and beyond and nobody's going above and beyond for me. I remember I sat in my bed and I started praying to God, asking Him to heal me, asking Him to restore what was lost, what was taken from me. And what I didn't realize that a couple months later, I was at my breaking point. I was at a point where I felt dead inside, but something inside me woke up. You know, I had my spiritual awakening last year and I just started rising. I was rising and rising. All I could do was just continue to go up. I couldn't go any further down. And I started meditating. I did a lot of meditation. I've met a lot of wonderful people. I ran with a lot of things that people told me. I found things out that I had no idea what was happening. And when you go on this healing journey, it's a lot of crying, a lot of doing a lot of shadow work, and it's not cute. But that's part of the process. We gotta release what no longer serves us. And when you release what no longer serves you, you reflect back on it and you're like, now I understand why I went through that. It made me stronger. It gave me a lot of wisdom, information that I can carry to help other people. I remember I was attracting a lot of people who's been through some of the things that I've been through, and especially the things that I was not aware of. I was attracting those people and they were asking me for advice, or they just wanted me to listen because they felt like they could trust me. I allowed it because I know what it feels like not being heard. I know what it feels like not having someone there. And I was there for these people. Really genuinely appreciated the fact that I went over and beyond and listened to them because they've never had that. I'm really grateful that I can be that person that they can trust and that they want to run to. When we heal, it does take a lot of energy, and that's why it's important for us to ground ourselves and to meditate, to restore what we give out, because everything that we do takes energy from us. Whether it's spending time with people or doing homework, working, spending time with your kids, if you don't find that balance to restore the energy that's being taken out of you, it is going to exhaust you. You are going to be tired. You are going to not want to do things. And a lot of times we forget to restore those energy just by simply going outside barefoot and walking on the grass, or like breathing in the air, or hugging a tree. You know, people laugh about talking to plants and hugging and talking to trees, but it carries energy. The energy from nature gives us what we need, and we release what we no longer need. It's really important to know that even if it hurts, healing is not, it's painful. People are scared to dive into their wounds and heal that because obviously some people hide their pain. What you don't realize is that when you rip the Band-Aid off of that, it hurts 10 times more. You've been hiding it. You've been storing it down for years. And when you go to even touch the surface, it hurts. But when you rip it off, it's painful. It is worth going through that because the person that I am today, I'm very proud of me. I'm very proud of everything that I've been through. I'm very proud of overcoming a lot of things that I was afraid of. getting to the bottom of the core of what's been holding me back. Forgiving people and letting them know, like, hey, I forgive you even if they don't want to listen, or apologizing to those who you've hurt. I truly believe that you can change overnight. You can become a better version of yourself. I've been changing like crazy. I am not who I used to be. I'm not who I was yesterday or 5 minutes ago. We have the opportunity to change and to become a better version of ourselves, but it's the decision that you have to make, and it's the decision that you have to put into action to do these things. So when you heal, it's a roller coaster. You're gonna be going up and down, you're gonna be crying, you're gonna be laughing, you're gonna be angry. It's part of the process. It's part of you trying to understand yourself, you trying to figure out what it is that you need to let go to move forward. And there was a lot of things that I've let go with family issues, with my own issues, friends issues, relationship issues, work issues. As long as you stick to healing yourself and loving yourself and praying and meditating, you're on the right track. I want to bring a positive outcome out of a negative outlet, because it's important that, you know, yes, you went through a lot of bad things. Yes, you've been hurt physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. But there's something out of that that's trying to teach us. And you know, like I've mentioned in some of my other videos, God gave us the free will to do whatever we want in this world. He's rooting for us and wanting us to call upon Him to help us. And you know, I'm really grateful that I sat down that day and I prayed for healing, because me praying for that healing, He heard my prayers and He sent people into my life to help me, to help push me in the right direction. And I know that me isolating myself I isolated myself for the right reasons. I have a few friends that I keep in contact, but in reality, I am here alone. I am here by myself, but I know I'm not. And I've learned that when you are on this journey, the spiritual journey, you're gonna be by yourself, but it's not for long. You have to be by yourself so you don't get distracted, so people don't give you their input. And because we need to listen to ourselves, we need to let our intuition guide us through to where we need to be at. That's the whole purpose of being alone, to really listen to ourselves, because everything that we are seeking out, we have it within. And when we don't have the answer to the question that we ask, God shows us, the universe shows us that answer. And it's just so amazing, because we are very powerful human beings. And obviously there's a lot of bad, but there's also a lot of good. And it's also how you see the world, because if you think of bad, then you're obviously going to see the world as a bad place to live on. When you shift that mindset and you start looking at the world with beauty, it takes your breath away. It takes my breath away all the time with how the world looks, how people are, and just continuing to level up and becoming a better version. It's amazing. I went from having a very negative mindset to not even wanting to live, getting through every day. It was hard. But when I switched that mindset, that's when everything changed. Love is patient, love is kind. Where you hurt at, you pour that love into yourself. You pour love into the wounds that are hurting inside you. I've cried for many nights. I'm really grateful for sitting in those emotions and dealing with them right then and there, so I don't have to deal with it later on. So I don't have to deal with these issues when I get in a relationship. So I don't have to deal with this 10, 15 years or when I'm dying, you know, and I reflect back. Do what you want to do, because this life is so short and we have the ability to do whatever it is that we want to do in this world. You're capable of doing these things. But obviously part of the process is healing yourself and going through it and pushing yourself when you need to push yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's you with you. If you have someone there, that's amazing, that's awesome. But not a lot of us have someone right beside us giving us that push when we need it. In the end, it's beautiful, it's worth it. I'm almost there and I'm grateful. And I can't wait to, I can't wait to look back and watch this video and just see myself and to see where I'm at in the future. This is great. This is great. It's gonna be okay, you guys. Go through the healing process so you can be happy. Find yourself. Be there for yourself because you are your own best friend, just like I'm my own best friend. I love myself, I just love spending time with myself and doing things that I love. And when you love yourself to the fullest, and when you are on your soul mission, when you are on the right track, on the right journey, you attract who you are. You attract your other half of you, your twin flame. You attract soulmates. It's amazing. So you guys, take care. And I hope this message resonates with you. And it helps you understand that what you feel is correct, and you going through this journey and you feel like you're going crazy, that's normal. But to me, I'd be excited, because I was excited throughout that whole entire journey that I've been through. It was worth it. I'm really glad that I went through that, and I'm in a better place now. I might not be in a better place of where I want to be at, but just inside emotionally, how I feel about things and how I feel about the people who've hurt me, my mindset changed on that, and I forgave the people that I forgave, and I pray for them, because we are here to spread love, not hate, and I understand now why they went through what they went through. You guys, be safe until next time.
Trying to get more than just a little, trying to run it up my way.